Hello guys, this is your boy KB and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're new from this YouTube channel, what I would like you to do is to subscribe. Please guys, support me. Subscribe. So on today's video, what I would like to share on today's video is my personal journey in terms of high school. My journey, high school, I'm a student studying at the Nelson Mandela University. As you could see, Nelson Mandela University. So yeah, man. So I want to share with you how I got to university. So in terms of my matric result, So what I would like to do right now, I would like to start from the beginning. So let's begin with the story, guys. So yeah, man, I come all the way from Limpopo. I come all the way from Limpopo. I live in Limpopo. So my school, I live in Limpopo in a town called Tenelton. So the postal code it is 1030. If you know about that town, or if you know the town, shout out. If you don't know the town, Google it. So yeah, I come all the way from Limpopo, and then my school was Hotala Senior Secondary. So Hotala Senior Secondary is the school that I went to. So I'm just gonna take you back to 2021, or let me just take you back to 2020. 2020 I was doing grade 10. Okay, 2020 I was doing grade 10 at Hotala. So the school was starting at grade 10, then 11, then 12. But now it is no longer that way. They started grade 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. So back then it was from 10 to 12. So I came into Hotala at grade 10. So I was coming from another school. Then I came to Hotala. It was a high school. So when I got there, I had to choose what stream am I going to do. So I eventually chose sciences. So there's a reason behind me choosing sciences. My initial course, or something that I wanted to pursue in terms of when I want to go to university, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to do medicine. So I chose sciences stream. So I was doing geography, maths, physics, and life sciences as my mainstream, and then the rest it was LO, English, and then home language, which is I'm a Pedi. I was doing Sepedi. So yeah, I was doing Sepedi. So I was at a public school called Hotala Senior Secondary. So I got to grade 10. Everything was fine, but then it was 2020. Remember 2020 we had like a bit of a COVID. So we managed to pass, most of us, due to COVID, simply because during the final year, during the examinations, like our teachers would give us the correct scope, like the exact scope of what will be in a test. So it was more of like an sort of like, it was for most learners, they managed to pass. In my school, they managed to pass. Only few didn't make it to grade 11. So I went to grade 11, but then with physics and maths I had a problem, so I managed to pass them with level 2. So it was not that I was not an A plus learner. I was not a learner that was doing like wonders in terms of results. So I went to grade 11, got to grade 11. That was 2021. Then 2021 I was doing grade 11. In 2021, man, a lot happened in 2021. That's when I was exposed to physics and maths, in terms of like doing most of the chapters, even though some chapters were filtered out due to COVID. But then yeah, man, grade 11 I had a bit of it. It was difficult for me to actually grasp the physics part and the maths part. So I was a learner that was getting around 19%, 18% in terms of maths and physics. I was not excelling in those subjects, and then in the rest of the subject, I was not that good, but then I was trying my best in order to pass them. In terms of like your life sciences and geography. So yeah, guys, grade 11 was the toughest year for me. It was the toughest year because term 1, term 2, term 3, I managed to fail all those terms. Like I got like bad result. Like I was not even improving, man. In terms of maths and physics, I was not even improving. Sometimes I would even fail life sciences. I remember term 3 I failed life sciences, so I failed 3 subjects. Man, that twist of, I was not excelling. I don't want to lie, guys. I was not excelling in terms of maths and physics, and sometimes I would add life science or geography. Sometimes. I went into term 4. I went into term 4 with a little bit of hope of, what, I can make it. I can make this thing happen. I can still be a matric. So I wrote my exams. Unfortunately, guys, I failed my grade 11. Long story short, I failed my grade 11. So that was a bit of a downfall because it was the first time failing a grade. It was the first time failing a grade. I had to adjust to failing a grade. And remember, that time my friends are going to grade 12, which means they are now going to matriculate. So I had to adjust from them. And then I went back. 2022, I went back the same school, Hotala. I went to Hotala, and then what happened is, that's when they introduced grade 8 and 9. That's when they introduced grade 8 and 9. That's when they introduced grade 8 and 9. And then I went back, man, to 2022, same grade 11. So it was tough for me in terms of, like, each and every day I could see my friends that are doing grade 12, and I could locate their class that they are always that I could always locate their class. I'm like, oh, I could have been in that class. I could have been a matric right now. I could have been doing matric. So I was deeply hurt when I got a fail. I was deeply hurt. I don't want to lie, guys. So this might sound like, I was deeply hurt. I don't want to lie. To fail a grade is not something that I would recommend a learner to experience. So I failed my grade 11. I had to adjust from there. Luckily enough, I would say luckily, yeah, luckily enough, when I got to grade 11 the second time, yeah, I met a powerful group. Yeah, I met learners that were studying hard, like learners that would push you to study even more. So I met learners that would push you to study even more. And I was not alone who was repeating, man. There were some learners who were repeating that I knew last year. So it was a little bit easy to adjust in making friends and all that. So I managed to make a lot of friends, and then I managed to make friends that were almost at a situation as I was, like friends that were facing the same situation that I was facing. Like they failed last year, and then they wanted to improve their marks. So like that's when I got to improve my marks in terms of repeating grade 11. Remember, guys, back in grade 11, the first time I was doing grade 11, I was getting level 1. 1. I never passed physics or maths in grade 11. The first time I was doing grade 11, I never passed any of those subjects. But when I repeated grade 11, I managed to pass maths, I managed to pass physics, even though it was still a level 2. Remember, it was still a level 2. So it was not that easy to go above level 2. I don't know why. Maybe that's because, like, I'm not good at maths and physics. Maybe that's because I'm not good at those subjects. But either way, man, the goal was to go to matric. Remember, I'm repeating grade 11 now. So the goal is to go to what? To matric. So I got to final exam of grade 11. I was a little bit afraid. Unfortunately, I got the result on the 15th of December. I got the result. I'm not sure, 15 or 13. I can't remember very well. 13 or 15. Yeah, I got my result of I got my grade 11 result. Well, I failed maths, and then I managed to pass physics. Then I managed to pass the rest of the subject, which was a ticket for me to grade 12. So which was a ticket for me to grade 12. So I went to grade 12 with one subject in a circle. When they circle your level 1, they're like, yeah, now, hey, it's bad, man. So I went to grade 12. I got to grade 12. That's where the story starts. I got to grade 12, man. Remember, I failed grade 11. No, I passed grade 10, went to grade 11, came to grade 11, I failed grade 11, I repeated grade 11. I managed to pass the second time. Now I'm at matric. So coming to matric, that's where I told myself, you know what, I have to adjust from this. I have to at least get better marks, better marks in terms of maths and physics. Came to matric, what happened, which was something that was amazing for me. Remember, these were marks, these were my marks, so everything that I used to get, like I used to be demotivated. Like in terms of getting a level 1 in math and physics, I was demotivated back then. But then came in grade 12, I managed to pass both maths and physics in term 1. Well, I was extremely happy because it is not usual for me to pass maths and physics. Sometimes I would fail this, pass this. Sometimes I would pass this and fail this. Sometimes I would fail them both. So it was a bit of a tough. They were a tough subject for me. Like, yeah, they were too tough for me. So like I came in grade 12 term 1, I managed to pass them both with level 2. It was not that much, it was just a level 2, 37%, 39%. Came in term 2, I managed to pass also. I didn't fail my matric, not even a term. I didn't fail, not even a term. Came in term 2, I managed to pass. I'm talking about my problems, which is maths and physics. I managed to pass. Came in term 3, that's when I took a jump. I went to level 3. I got a 47. I'm not sure. I got a 47. Yeah, I think I got a 47, and then I got a 44. I got a 47 with physics. I got a 44 with mathematics. Yo, guys, for me that was a huge improvement because I'm not a person that usually pass maths or physics that much. I know my strength, I know my weaknesses. So maths and physics, major problem. So when term 3 comes, man, here is a twist. When term 3 comes, which is trial exam, when I got level 3 with maths, level 3 with physics, I was extremely excited. And another thing that happened was I got good marks with life sciences and geography, because they were also a challenge. They were a challenge. So I got a level 6 with geography, and then I got a level, I think it was a level 5, almost a level 6 with life sciences. I was extremely happy. Yeah. Now the final exam, man. The final exam, I was afraid in terms of the final exam. So, guys, the final exam was a bit, yeah, was stressing me a lot because I knew it that if I want to go to varsity, I must obtain at least a level 4 in both maths and physics, and then I know that other subject I will be good. I will be able to obtain those marks. So what I did was I was studying a lot, maths, physics. I was studying a lot, and that's when I realized most of my mistakes. I started to realize some of the mistakes. In terms of maths, I started loving the what chapter, the Euclidean chapter. It was, yo, like back then I used to hate Euclidean, the topic Euclidean in mathematics. I was like, I didn't like that topic. But then came in matric, I started to fall in love with that topic, man. I started to grind that topic, even though I was not getting the full marks, but then I was getting maximum marks, as like I was getting more marks than I was back then. So came in term 4, man, I was studying a lot. And one thing that I've used, I was studying with question papers. Came in a twist, I was studying with question papers. I got introduced to YouTube teachers, mentors, and all that. I got introduced to many YouTubers who were teaching maths and physics, and then I got introduced to many PDF textbooks, which were helpful for me to adjust. Because my goal was I need to get a level 4. Like, even if it's a 50%, guys, as long as it's a level 4, that was my goal in both maths and physics. And once I get those two 50s, I'll be happy because I know that I've managed to meet the minimum requirements. Even though minimum requirements for you to go to varsity, it's dangerous. You need to get maximum marks. You need to get more marks. You need to get like, don't hold yourself back. If you wanna be whatever, you wanna be a doctor. If they say they want a level 7, don't get a 80, get a 90 so that you get space. But then for me, because I knew that I know my weaknesses, I know my strength. So I was not that I was not that productive in terms of maths and physics. I was not doing well in maths and physics. So for me to get a level 4, it was a bit of a challenge. I had a challenge in getting a level 4. Just imagine, guys, getting a level 4. So I'm not sure whether for me to get this challenge was because I'm not studying, or was it because, but then I was studying, I don't want to lie, I was studying back in grade 12. I was studying, so I managed to study. The final exam came in. When the final exam came in, man, we started with maths. I remember we wrote maths before we can write physics. The first Friday was maths, then Monday paper 2, paper 1, then paper 2. So hey man, it was hey, I don't want to lie, man, it was tough. Remember, that is 2023. I wrote my 2023, then I wrote, and we managed to write even physics. So yeah, man, then the rest of the subject, they were good. So that's it. We were waiting for our result. Now we were waiting for our grade 12 result. So while we were waiting for our grade 12 result, I was stressed. Not because of what? Because I know that I have not performed. Like, I felt like I've not performed really good in maths and physics. Man, I had some flashbacks. I remember myself getting a level 1, then I got to see the report where I got level 1 physics, level 1 maths, where I got 19% with physics. I think it was 17% with maths. I remember, man, I had that I had that sadness in me. I was like, ish, what if I get low marks again? Like, I don't wanna lie, guys. For me, maths and physics was a challenge. I don't know why. I can't really. I can, I regret choosing science, but then I never give up. I'm not that kind of person who'd give up. Um, I'll try to put more pressure, I'll try to put more work, like try to work extra. I'll do all those things. I was studying day and night, studying, like I was trying whatever that they were advising me to do. Like, I was always seeking advice. What should I do? Because I'm struggling with this and this. And then they would tell me, no, try this YouTube channel. No, try studying at night. No, try studying during the day. No, try getting a rest and then study after 1 to 2 hours sleep. Like, they were giving me all those sorts of advices. Then I would use them. Sometimes they would work, sometimes they would not. Then I ended up finding out my own strategy. I ended up mastering my own way of studying maths and physics. Yeah, guys, so my only hope, or my only target, was to get 50% with maths, 50% with physics. Because I know that if I get a level 1 in both subjects, I have failed. And I was going to cry. So I was afraid during December. I was afraid. If you tell me about matric result, I would run away. I would run away from your side. Like, I don't want to hear you talking about matric result. And I'm not that learner who would check for answers. Like, try to check, hey, what's the answer? No, no, no. I would run away from your side. If you try to talk about an exam paper, I'm running away. If you try to talk about answers, I'm running away. If you try to talk about matric results during December, I was running away from your side because I knew the reality. I knew the reality of what might happen. I know what might happen to my results, so I'm afraid. I'm not that learner who would get distinctions in subject. Like, I'm not that learner. Yeah. Then came in January. That's when we were supposed to register for our SMSs so that we can get the SMSs. The SMS will only tell you that you got a bachelor, a diploma, or a higher certificate. And then from there you can request for your marks. You can request for subject percentages. So what I did was I registered the day of the release of the result. I registered, So now, one thing that I was happy about in terms of me going to like matriculating in 2023 was when the time of the school result arrived. There's a time where they will announce your school has got how many percent, 80%, 70%, 50%, like all, like they are including us all, how many have passed in your school. So that time came, we checked. My school obtained 100%. My school obtained 100% pass. Remember, since since I knew Khotala, it is the first time. Since I knew my school, Khotala Senior Secondary, since I knew my school, it is the first time we get 100%. It is the first time experiencing 100%. Remember, I failed grade 11 that time. My friends went to grade 12, but they didn't obtain 100%. So I came in, I repeated grade 11. I repeated grade 11, went to grade 12, only to be involved in team 100%. Like everyone that I matriculated with managed to pass. Hence, I'm saying that group was special, guys. Everyone managed to pass. Like we got 100%. I was extremely happy because now what? I know that, okay, fine. My status is positive. I don't know whether I got a diploma, I got a high certificate, I got a bachelor, and anything, I don't want to lie, anything can possibly happen. But what I know is that, okay, I managed to pass. Hey, I was extremely happy, guys. That day I was happy, I was happy. Remember, the reality will come midnight, around 12, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 a.m. That's when the SMSs will come. So yeah, hey, I was extremely happy that day. I went to my friends, like, oh, it was a celebration. It was a celebration. It was a celebration. I remember the time we were revealing the school percentage. I was with my principal, and we were with other learners. I was with my principal, we were with other learners. They sent him the document of the school result. So we obtained number one position in my district. So it was Sukukuni district. So we obtained number one. So we were the only school that got 100%. We were the only school that got 100%. From there, other schools they've obtained 80s going down, 80s going down. Obtained 100%. We went on, we celebrated, and everything was fine. So I went back home. When I got home, man, when I got home, that's when the reality came in that, high certificate, diploma, or bachelor. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to guess, So yeah, man, I waited for my SMS. My SMS came in. I waited for my SMS during the night, like around 2, 3, 4. I didn't receive any SMS. I didn't receive, like, I was always refreshing my phone, trying to see if there's no SMS. The SMS didn't, like, there was no response. Like, there was no response up until 7 a.m. Guys, imagine waiting from 12 until 7 a.m. I didn't sleep, Baba. I didn't sleep because I was afraid. I wanted to see. I didn't sleep. When the SMS clocked in, it says I got a bachelor. I'm like, is this me? I'm like, no. Like, yo, here I am. I knelt down, I prayed, I was thanking God. I was like, yo, thank God. Guys, remember this, for me, it's something special because, like, I used to fail, guys. Like, I used to be that learner who was failing. Like, I used to be the learner who was failing. I don't want to lie. I used to be the learner who was failing. So to get a bachelor was something special for me because, like, I've worked hard, man. I've worked hard. Like, I applied everything that I possibly can. Like, I did my best, guys. Like, I fought, like, from level 1, physics, level 1, maths, to get a bachelor, like, I was, okay, fine. I got a bachelor now. The percentages. I didn't know where I got how many percent in what subject. And then I went to school to fetch my to fetch my result. So when I got to school, I had a learner saying you can actually dial again your and check your subject percentages. I was like, can that be possible? Then he was like, yeah, let me show you. He showed me. We dialed in. The first thing I saw was I got a 70% with home language. I was like, okay, okay, okay. And I took my phone. I went. I took my phone and I checked all the other subjects. So what I was, my stress was maths and physics. I don't wanna lie. My stress was maths and physics. Got to maths, got to physics. I got a level 4 with maths. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I checked physics. I got a level of 4 with physics. I was like, yo. I don't wanna lie, guys. That was a like for me, that was a special feeling. Yo, like guys, just imagine setting a goal, setting a goal and achieving the goal from level 1. I don't want to lie to you guys. I was performing bad. I was bad in maths. I was bad in physics. For me to jump from level 1 all the way to level 4 meant something huge for me. Yo, I was like, yo. Like I was happy, guys. Like I was happy. Like I didn't care about any other subject. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was happy. So I'll try to show you my statement here. I'll try to show you the statement here. Even though I didn't perform that well, when I look at it now, I can see that I could have done better. But at that time, man, I was extremely happy with this statement. I was happy because I'm used to failing. Like I'm that learner who I don't get amazed whenever I feel like I know my result. I might fail, I might not fail. I was even thinking worse things. I was even thinking of a diploma. I was even thinking of a higher certificate, something like, even if it's a higher certificate, I was like, even if it's a higher certificate, it's fine as long as you manage to pass. So for me to get a bachelor and to obtain a level 4 with physics and a level 4 with maths, that was something else for me. Like, oh, I was happy. I was extremely happy. And then now a twist came in. Universities started replying. Unfortunately, I got rejected in the universities that I was applying, that I applied for. The universities that I applied for, I got rejected in. But then my rejection was due to the fact that the courses that I chose, like there were courses that I chose which I couldn't qualify in terms of those marks. I was aiming for nursing. Was my first choice. Nursing was my first choice, and then the rest I don't remember very well. But then I got rejected. One of the universities that have rejected me was UJ, which is UJ, very. But then it's fine, guys. So with that result, I got to a gap year, man. I did gap year the whole entire like 2024. Like I was on a gap year. From there, I registered in various universities. I got registered into various universities, and then fortunate for me, I love marketing, so I love marketing. Then I applied for marketing at Nelson Mandela University. That's where everything clicked in. And then Nelson Mandela University responded the following year. They responded the following year when the matric result of 2024 learners came in. So they responded, and then I got accepted. I was extremely happy. A learner that was performing bad with maths and physics is now going to varsity. I was like, yeah, they're gonna know me. So, hey guys, like this was a happy feeling for me. That's how I got accepted at Nelson Mandela University. Then I took a 16-hour, yeah, it was a 16-hour drive, 16-hour bus drive to Eastern Cape from Limpopo. I came in here, man, and it was a long trip, but it was worth it. I got here. Yeah, currently I'm on campus. I'm at the Nelson Mandela University. My campus, it is Second Avenue campus, so I'm doing marketing. So yeah, man, this is your future entrepreneur, guys. If you combine praying and working hard, you will achieve. I don't want to lie, you will achieve. I've achieved this because of I was praying at the same time I was working hard. Like I was a learner who was performing bad in maths and physics. I was getting 18%, 17%. And to tell you the fact, I still remember I once in my grade 11, the grade 11 that I failed, I once got 3 out of 50. Okay, this is a secret, guys. I once got 3 out of 50, which was extremely bad. I don't want to lie, but extremely bad. Like I was performing like I didn't know nothing about maths and physics, and I don't know why. And I couldn't say like there's a reason behind it. Like I was studying, I was there, I was attending, I was doing all those things, but then still performing real bad. Then someone said to me, maybe it's because you're a slow learner. Even if you're a slow learner, guys, you can get high marks. I know people who would like there's a learner who was a slow learner back in that grade 11, the one that I failed. He was a slow learner, but he was studying and then he was able to grasp. So he was able to get the result he wanted, even though he was a slow learner. Like he would ask a lot, he would like, I don't understand, please repeat, please repeat. So but then he managed to pass. So being a slow learner is not an excuse. So if you are a slow learner, nah, you can't be saying you were failing because you're a slow learner. But then one thing that I've learned about my journey is that I was not putting more pressure into myself. Like I was too relaxed in terms of I was not worried about my result. It was as if I know that it's fine even if I fail. It's fine. Even if I fail, it's not like I'm going to varsity. I had that mentality of like it's fine. It's not like I'm going to varsity. So I managed to change my mindset. I managed to switch off my mindset, and then that's when everything changed. Then I started to work hard, even though it was difficult at the beginning, but then it started to make sense. Like at this point, I'm at a point whereby I realized I can realize all my mistakes. Like I know my mistakes, like what went wrong here, what went wrong here. So I'm able to point the mistakes that I did in terms of me not performing well. And yeah, man, I improved, man. I managed to improve. I managed to improve. It is not enough for someone who's aiming to do medicine. Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. If you wanna do medicine, hey, yeah, you have to work extremely hard. You have to work extremely hard, because if you get a level 7, yeah, you are good. But then if you get a level 5, a level 6, they're gonna start by prioritizing those who got level 7 first. You need to work extremely hard. So yeah, man, came into varsity. I'm now at Nelson Mandela University. So this is basically my story, guys. Let me just end this video here. I don't want this video to take that long. Already I'm on 30 minutes. So this is how I got to varsity, guys. So yeah, man, I'll be sharing with you in details the strategies that I was using in terms of studying, how I was able to improve from a level 1, 18%, 17%, 15%. I'm talking 13%, guys, from 13% all the way to level 4, with physics and maths, how I got to improve to that point. So I'm going to be sharing with you the exact material that I've used, the exact strategies that I've used in the next videos. So for now, guys, I'm ending the video here. This is your boy KB, and I think I'll be signing it out here. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, please help me subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe right now, and then make sure you like this video if you find value in this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, and guys, don't forget to comment. I want to respond to you guys. Don't forget to comment if there's something that you've heard. If there's a question or anything, just comment, guys. Please comment. I'm done on my side. It's your boy KB, and I am signing out.